Welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Devarim. We're starting a new Sefer. Please share the Devarim if you like them. Like, share, and subscribe, but literally share it, not just click on a share button. Love to hear from you. The short Vort 5775 at gmail.com or devanman2 at yahoo.com. The Sefer and the Parsha of Devorah begins with the topic and involves mainly largely the topic of Tochacha rebuke. Moshe gives rebuke to Bnei Yisrael at the end of his life. There's a lot of lessons how to give proper rebuke, and I'm going to share for the bulk of this Devar Torah. It's going to be a story from Yisrael M'Vishnitz about how to be wise when giving rebuke, and I believe this is referring to Rabbi Yisrael M'Vishnitz and Rabbi Yisrael Hager the first, the grandfather, the current Vishnitzer Rebbe, also known as the Ohaiv Yisrael, 1860 to 1936. He had a habit that he would, every day for half an hour, he would take a walk on the street with his gabbai. One time, they took the walk and they went to the house of the rich bank manager. He wasn't a frum Jew, he was Jewish though. And he knocked on the door, and the servant opened the door, welcomed the Rebbe in, brought him to the room of the Gevir, the rich man. And the rich man, even though he wasn't religious, he was very respectful. And the Rebbe didn't say anything. And but out of courtesy, he didn't think it was appropriate, so he didn't ask the Rebbe, "Why did you come?" Finally, he says to the Gabbai, he whispers to him, and he says, "Why'd you come here?" And the Gabbai says, "I don't know. Ich weiß nicht. I don't know what the Rebbe's motive is here." And they continue on for silence for a while. And then the Rebbe gets up to walk home. And the Gevir walks with him, and he walks with him all the way back to the Rebbe's home. And finally he says, "Look, out of respect and proper manners, I didn't ask you beforehand, but like you came, you didn't talk. What reason did you come to my house?" And the Rebbe didn't want to say, but after much urging, he said, "Well, I came to fulfill a mitzvah." He goes, "What mitzvah is that?" He said, "The mitzvah of, just like there's an obligation to give rebuke to someone who will listen to your tochacha, you should not say rebuke to someone who's not going to listen to your tochacha." And therefore, in order how to do it properly, you can't just stay at home and not give the rebuke. I had to go to your house. I sat with you. We had the opportunity to rebuke you. And then I didn't say what won't be listened to. But the Gevir said, "But Rebbe, how do you know I wouldn't listen?" He goes, "I know you wouldn't have listened." After much urging, he said, "What is it that you thought that I wouldn't do?" So the Rebbe responded, Rabbi Hager, he said that there is a destitute widow, and she owes a lot of money to your bank. And tomorrow they're going to have a public auction to sell the house, and they're going to evict the woman. And I would like you to waive her debt. It's a big mortgage. So the bank manager responded, because I don't own the bank. It's public money. It's not my money to forgive. I can't do it. I'm just a bank manager. So the Rebbe responded, "Yes, that's exactly what I said. You're not going to listen. Therefore, I didn't give you that rebuke." And with that, the Rebbe ended the conversation, and he walked into the house. The rich man also walked to his house. But these words that the Rebbe didn't say, and then later said, entered his house, entered his heart, and made an impact on him. And this man took out of his own pocket and paid the debt for that almana, paid off the mortgage, and she was able to stay in her house. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.